Good afternoon. We got sound now. Thank you for those that were just watching me in complete silence. That's technology for you, isn't it? Over and over again. I've learnt that now. It's like 100 cuts. Um, so I just wanted to speak to you personally about last week's government announcement of the rule of six, to let you know that it doesn't affect us at ENERGYBODi. So this new thing that's come into doesn't affect gyms, restaurants, community centres, places of worship. It's this rule of six, so I'm not here to sort of really debate whether this makes any sense or not, but from what I've understand, what this is about actually is continuing social distancing. So as long as we continue with all our health and COVID safety procedures in place, that we can continue to open. So those of you who are at the studio already or have visited us okay, or seen us on the video, know that we have spaces marked out, and our blocks are 2.5 meters by 2 meters square. Some of them are actually larger than that. And we also have walkways between a few of those as well, so we're not just walking through the whole space. So it is really well designed in terms of that space. We've got high ceilings, it's a big space. It's 3,300 square feet, so it's a really big open plan. Loads and loads of space, high ceilings. We've often got the side doors open, particularly on nice days like this, so that the air can be circulating in. And class sizes, roughly at the moment, we have between 10 and 14 in. We can accommodate in this space 18 maybe we can get up to. We're going to extend the movement floor, so we could possibly get a few more in that. But in terms of square footage of the area, we could, in terms of the actual health and safety, have more in than that, but we've decided that that is our maximum that we're going to. So loads and loads of space. People who've been coming say that they feel really comfortable here. They feel everything that's been put in place. They're very happy with that, as in the single lockers are spaced out again about a metre between every single one. All the coat hooks are spaced out. We've moved lots of the original furniture, so the space is around to walk through between that. So it'd be really lovely to see you. It's all in natural time. What's really interesting is that you choose what you want to do as you feel safe and what feels right for you. It's interesting, what I find is that the word safe, though, to me feels like it's been hijacked a little bit. So feeling safe has become connected with feeling uptight, restricted, closing in, shutting down. Which then becomes this sort of negative feedback loop. And so for some people, it is maybe, how do you step back out into the world in places? There's a lot of apprehension and anxiety about what that is, to then be moving into different spaces and what's there to be anticipated, what's happening. And that's why in some of my other videos I have been, and I will do at the end, is just take the camera around again so you can see. So it does just to reassure you. We have, as most of you know, had our classes online. So again, that's been really nice that people have actually then been able to see, me interacting and felt more comfortable to come back in as they've seen that we've had those classes in place. It's been lovely. We don't wear face masks in here, just to let you know. I think some people have, and again, something that people have been asking and me not being sure. That isn't a decision that I have made, although I am happier without the mask in here. I don't particularly want to be working out and breathing a little bit more with a mask on. We have got, like I said, a huge amount of space between everybody to feel that we are amply safe away from people. We're not like a high-level aerobic type space, and our dance moves are, again, they're not sort of like this high-level bouncing around, but we have then an even bigger space. The space for the dance is double that, so I get a little bit confused with my numbers, but that's something like 5 meters by 2.5 meters squared, so it's an even bigger area. The decision to wear masks is actually, again, government advice that is across, not just with ENERGYBODi, that is an English sort of thing, decision that no gyms, we don't have to wear masks in the same way that we don't have to do in restaurants, etc., etc. It is the distancing that I feel that's important. We are cleaning the floor in between every single class. We are wiping down lockers and handles, doors and everything like that. So in terms of like that feeling safe and how that has become like that, it's how can you then step out into the world in places that you do feel safe. And sometimes, what I was talking to someone the other day, and it's not just, oh well, I'm getting, walking is really good, finding that space around you. But sometimes opening up your body and releasing in that somatic stretches that we do a lot here, and opening up is also really beneficial. And one of the things that I find has been is really makes me smile when people say is when they first come through the door or they've been here for a session is they say it feels like coming back home. And that has always been something that I've wanted to create here, that it does have a sensation of returning to home, returning to self, and that is that feeling of feeling safe is what is where that is. No matter where you are, that is that feeling of safe. So I just wanted to reassure people. I've just had a small handful of people contact me, and I'm still seeing not particularly related to energy body, but there is still confusion about what that means, what this role of six means. Um, Again, we could. There's all sorts of things. For me, how I'm interpreting that is actually just distance is the way that I see that is about not in terms of enclosed spaces. So it's like how big is your space. So when they're saying about people not going in your house, it's if depending on size of the room and the size, it's like we're looking at being able to distance is basically where we're at. So um be lovely to see you. If you do have any questions, please just drop me a message, give me a call if you're unsure about anything, all in natural time. I'll give you another quick look around the studio now if you haven't seen that already, to reassure you, and be really lovely to see you. So thank you very much, and I'll give you a quick glance round, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you. So if we have a quick look, we'll just take you a quick, I'm not going to do a full tour as I normally do, but just to show you the size of the space if you're not familiar with it, and if you can see the floor markings, how everything's set out, and the dark tiles are the walkways that we have had set out. So let's have a quick look. So thank you very much, and see you soon.